What I say, what in the name of Greg Davies are you doing, boy? Smashing everything to pieces like you're rampaging through Tokyo. Don't you see there's a table right there, son? Get a plate and napkin and learn some table manners.
Hello, Foghorn. Are you gonna be in today's episode? I don't know. Maybe. I'm Dittman, rat of all trades, and I'm reacting to Tiny Toons Looniversity. So, there has been a break of almost 2 months where I haven't released any Tiny Toons reactions. That's because I got really busy doing some Rodent Revolution stuff, taking over the world stuff. That and also the Lern Stuf with Professor Dittman ended up taking way longer to prepare than I thought it was going to. Anyway, you'll get to see one of those Lern Stuf things in a moment. But I am going to continue releasing Tiny Toons reactions, and they should be more regular from now on. Before we get to the tunes, I need to discuss one very important topic. I've had a problem recently on my Taskmaster reactions, where some viewers have been clicking the wrong button to show their support for my videos. 2 of my recent Taskmaster videos are at 50% scores, and another 2 are below 50% scores. Now, that particular problem has not spread its way to Tiny Toons yet, to my Tiny Toons reactions, but I just want to remind everyone that the thumbs up is the good button, and the thumbs down is the bad one. Bad. And not like evil bad, like actual bad. Like, because I like evil, but evil is good. But yeah, that. I've got some really moronic minions who can't figure that out for some reason. Either that, or someone's doing it on purpose to tank my ratings. If that's the case, well, of course you realize that means war. So yeah, my Tiny Toon video ratings are fine at the moment, but just for the love of Jesus, be careful to hit the right button. Okay, this one. Just letting you guys know. On to the next segment. It's Lern Stuf with Professor Dittman. You're back already. Aha! It's time to learn more about the rule of funny. As you know, the rule of funny, as described by Professor Dittman Rat, is the laws of the universe must change in order to make a scene funny. If we go further than that, extrapolate, we can say the universe is in balance with the presence of comedy. And everything strives for balance, which means that any non-funny situation will soon become funny by any means necessary. But we haven't discussed what funniness is. And we're not going to, because that's really hard. But we are going to talk about emotion. More specifically, we are going to talk about the emotion of the characters. Characters and the audience. Comedy is often reliant upon the characters in the scene, but even more so, it's affected by the emotional value placed on them by the audience. Have you ever perfected a skill or had something you were really good at, only to suddenly fail to do the same thing when people were watching you? That is the power of an audience. Let's get some quick definitions done. The characters is anyone who is directly involved in a scene or an event. So that is where the action is. While the audience are witnessing the action. but they are not taking part in it. They are separated from the action. And I'll show that separation here with a wall, which I'm going to draw the right way this time. I've been taking several takes of this, so this happens to be the fourth wall I've drawn today. The characters will have traits that make them either appealing or unappealing to the audience. So, for instance, an audience's sympathies might lie with a hero in a story, but not with the villain. And if there is a hero and a villain in a scene, then bad things will probably befall just the villain because the audience thinks a villain in pain is funny. Now, you might be asking, what if the characters are the only ones in the scene? So everyone's involved in the action and there's no audience. Well, if you're thinking that, then that means you're probably not familiar with a certain concept, which I can't get into right now because it will be too long. But essentially, there is a theory that cartoons are always or almost always being watched by, well, if you're a religious toon, you can just think of your creator watching you from the heavens or from the sewers or wherever they're from. But there's different theories, but toon scientists have determined that this audience rule applies often enough, even without a visible audience, that there probably is an invisible audience watching at least some of the time. One more thing. Sometimes a character's archetype can have more of an effect on a situation than the audience. Or maybe it's more correct to say that they work together. But an archetype is basically a shortcut way of explaining who a character is and what they're like. For instance, I mentioned villain and hero earlier. Those are archetypes. And usually the audience will root for one, not for another. They'll have certain feelings associated with those archetypes. So, for instance, the audience will root for the hero. But not always. What about, let's say, Tom and Jerry? Some folks who watch Tom and Jerry do their hijinks, some folks root for Tom, and some folks root for Jerry, but Jerry is definitely archetyped as the hero. We know this purely by statistics, by how often Jerry wins his altercations with Tom, which is almost all the time. But that means even if a large portion of the audience thinks Jerry is a jerk, which he is, his archetype is strong enough that he can still get away with whatever he wants to do. There's really only one thing left to do now, which is to practice recognizing the rule of funny in the wild by looking at some examples, but we'll do that next time. So come back later for part 3 of 3 of Rule of Funny. So, have you been paying attention to those toon classes? I mean, I'm giving you all of this indoctrinate, cool educational lessons for free, you know? And now, here's something else you get for free. Part of my Tiny Toons Looniversity reaction. If you want the full thing, you do have to pay for that on Patreon. That's patreon.com/ratofalltrades. You'll also get the full reactions. You'll also get them early if you go there. But anyway, let's go. Here is Tiny Toons Looniversity Season 2, Episode 4. Ooh, conventions! I wonder who this is going to be about. Does Calamity Coyote have like some wolf twin that we don't know about?
Of mirth.
Oh.
Don't let that lull you into a false sense of security. Plucky, are you joining the Warlocks and Friends game? I can make room for your avatar, but you'll be starting with less Shire points than the rest of the Tarpers.
Role-playing? The only role-playing I do is on the stage. But I'd be happy to sit and judge you.
Fireflies ahead, 7 power steps.
How is that even a real sentence?
There's a lot of weird sentences. Wow, that's not bad. There's not okay. Now there's a whole bunch of things. Before I could only see like 10 things moving.
Nice move!
It was incredible! Wish I could watch it again!
Okay, what's happening?
And post. You can. On my Blurkable page. Social media is going
Your
to...
Blurk Bill?
It's okay. I know where everyone was. Dean, Granny, thanks for coming. The emergency's been avoided. I got all the game pieces. We're good.
Yes, that thing you just said is exactly why I came. Also, I wanted to give Babs and Buster the good news myself.
Plucky's being transferred to a satellite campus on the South Pole.
I came to tell you about the 79th seasonally biannual Twinominal Expo Constravaganza. And Milo is hosting this year.
Made by twins, for twins, celebrating twins. You must be all
Okay.
pros at this gathering of duplicates.
Duplicates. Yes. Doppelgangers or simulacra or what? Yeah, those. So, I'm wondering what all of that Warlocks and Friends, I think it was Warlocks and Friends. I'm wondering what all of that is going to have to do with anything for the next, how many minutes? 17 minutes? But I thought of something to say, and that's about Granny, and so I really liked her personality there. We know she is getting, she's got a bit snarky, I think. She used to be a very sweet Granny, and like over the years, there's been a little bit more and more of roughness and toughness being added to her. And it's kind of a trope, all right, the badass Granny, but, I think she rocks it pretty well. But, yeah, all of these characters, even the friendly Dean, the friendly Grandma Dean, like, is quite passive-aggressive with some of her comments. Okay, let's unpause.
Never been!
It always happened too far from Burrowville. I can't believe it's gonna be right here on campus.
You all are wonderful, but it's gonna be real exciting to be around Toons who get what it's like to be a twin!
No big deal. Whenever everyone's done with their stuff, we'll just take them exactly where we left off.
I get it. There's Foghorn, and there's not.
The library is finally
Where's
stocking
that
more
there?
books about libraries.
Oh, you've gone viral!
Trillion views?
Trillion? How many tunes are
But
there?
what about the rest?
These are your new fans! They're the rocket fuel to launch you into the stratosphere known as fame! I thought when I posted it, it would get 5, maybe 6,000 views. But you've tapped into the fickle viewing patterns of the general public and become a meme!
What do you mean, handle the rest? What rest?
What needs to be handled?
Is a wheeling, dealing, high-status, impeccably dressed power player who gets all the perks but doesn't have to risk anything personally. For you, Hamton, that tune is me.
What if I don't want to be
Good
famous?
guess.
Who doesn't want to be famous? And your mom is famous, isn't she?
She is.
So then, I guess it would kind of be neat to be famous, like your mom.
Yeah, Yeah.
connect.
Yes! So let's be just like Mom.
Okay. But could you please not call her Mom?
Plucky is being flexible. Because he always wants to be the one in the spotlight, and he is good with being next to the spotlight.
Yeah?
All right.
Dizzy need table.
Whoa, I don't think so!
Table for paying customer.
I am a paying customer, okay? Refill, please! On the double tornado.
All right. How much money is she gonna spend?
Hello, twins.
This your first twin con?
Ah, what gave it away? Our shiny new lanyards?
No. If you were a hardcore twin, you would know. Good luck, newbies! You'll need it.
Saw some rabbits there.
Bro, do you get the feeling everyone is looking at us?
The evolution of the ham dance. It's an exploration of the hog behind the sensation.
Ooh, this is so fun! I can't wait to see everyone's smiling faces and give
I
all my
hope
fans
Hamton
a big
enjoys
old
this
hug.
for a little
Yeah,
while.
we'll be charging extra.
Do
for
not
that.
believe
Okay.
he
We've
will
got a 21 figure book
enjoy it
deal.
forever.
No!
Hamton J. Pig? Of the viral ham dance video? Everyone, it's Hamton! He's here!
Yeah, you a memer, Sam?
Test your twin device?
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
We just think of the same thing and then it appears?
1, 2, 3.
Popcorn!
Accountant! Popcorn?
Accountant?
What a monstrosity! Why have you created me?
Why? Yeah, why does it work like that?
If we want to fit in here, we need to stop being individuals and start being twins.
I don't know. What does this music have to do with anything?
I bet more twins do this than we realize.
Yes, Oh, sorry. Ow. This way. Ooh, a twin head!
Twin what? Okay. Right. Okay, I'm not going to complain, because what I like about this is I don't know where it's going. I mean, for the twin con, probably they're going to decide, yeah, let's not go under those rules. Let's just be twins the way we want to be twins. As for Plucky and Hamton, well, I guess I also sort of know what's going on there. Is Hamton is somehow going to get overwhelmed, and then Plucky is going to get really mad and such, but, I don't see the specifics. Something I did not, like I said, I wasn't going to complain, but I'm going to complain about a previous episode. About the last episode was, it was kind of obvious what was going to happen, in that eventually Sweetie was going to notice things and she was going to save the day. And Marvin was going to be abducted or shot away or something. But yeah, here I am curious to see the specifics of how this plays out.
You've got courtside tickets for the New York Knicks game tonight.
Oh no! I have a theme song theory report due tomorrow. I forgot all about it.
You can have mine.
I don't don't feel right doing that.
Please, walk all over me. I'm your doormat.
You'll make
Those
my
are the
life
kind
so
of minions
easy.
I want.
I don't know if I could ever go back
I
to
mean,
being
aside
that
from the
famous.
diaper, but I do like that he's a rodent.
The thought of...
Are we going to see his mom this episode?
Hey, you look familiar,
Oh, yeah. I know.
but I can't place it.
Oh, well, I don't want to brag, but you know the ham dance?
No.
You don't know the ham dance? This? You don't know this?
Oh, I know. We go to the same dentist.
No.
Do you?
Hamton J. Pig!
Never heard of you.
Drove
What?
away, so they
Has
flew
the
away
whole
somewhere.
world gone cuckoo bananas? I'm famous. You hear me, everyone? I'm famous.
Okay. Okay.
Dizzy, what day is it?
Same day. You know, one time Dizzy played
Really?
hide and seek, no one fined for months. Pack of wolves take me in, accept me as their own.
I don't get it. We're twins and individuals. So what?
You're right. I know how we could get them to accept us as twins.
What are you gonna do?
This is not a sanctioned booth! What is this?
Is that fun? Doing the same thing, going
Interesting.
No.
A bit on the nose.
I'm going up while you're going down.
A bit
I'm sawing while
on-
you're seeing. We're doing different things.
And I like it!
Nose.
Yes! What else have you wanted to do differently?
I've always wanted one of these. You have? Why didn't you say anything? Well, you always wanted to fetch tennis balls. I hate tennis balls. The yellow fuzz gets in my teeth.
Oh.
Don't you think it's weird to have shirts connected to pants? It's weird they're not connected. Why would I want to keep track of pants separately?
Oh, next thing you're gonna tell me is you don't like key lime pie. I don't. Limes are not dessert. They're garnish.
Everybody stop! Stop! Here at TwinCon, we accept everyone for who they are. Sure, we're twins. But if you think about it, twins are made up of two individuals.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I can't hide my secret any longer. I feel so free in this romper. I mean, it still seems like a hassle to go to the bathroom, but I support you, girl.
We can really be ourselves.
Does she take off
But what about the rule
skin
book?
thing? You each get one half. Okay.
I'd like to say it was fun being famous while it lasted, but it was awful. I was so full
was
of
fun,
myself, surrounded
come
by
on.
yes men.
We all knew one day your 15 minutes would be up and some other genius would go viral. See? It's already happened.
I know I look like a movie stack, but when those W-2s come in, I got your back. Straight from the top, right to the show, smacking your ears with that.
Your turn, Babs. Now you, Buster.
No! Buster would never do that!
What?
I couldn't wait any longer. I had to find subs. We need to have a serious conversation about respecting the spit oath.
I want to hear the conversation. All right, I'm kind of curious. About myself, about what I think about this, cause I know some of season 1, where a lot of it I just really loved, and I'm kind of mad this season of Tiny Toons Looniversity. I think I mentioned this at the very first episode. Like, I can't remember. It's been months, so I don't know, but like, I think I mentioned it. I had not seen the original show. I've seen clips and stuff. I've seen the They Might Be Giant songs, music videos rather, and there's some good stuff. And I really liked season 1, so I don't know why I'm not getting into this. 2 possibilities. One, it's that. The other possibility, it's this. Because I did not react to season 1, and I feel like I haven't done this enough to know what the difference is between me watching something and reacting to it, and then doing a bunch of work associated with it. I don't know how much that affects things. But let's talk about the episode. Because there were definitely a lot of things I did like. There's a lot of cartoons that I would not be into, and I was generally into this, all right? I'd say above average for the kind of stuff that I like to watch. So I'm just hoping for perfection, and that's hard to come by. But Sweetie's thing was weird. There were a few different, like most episodes, there were a few different subplots going on, and we kind of just didn't get the end of that subplot with Sweetie. I mean, everyone came back, but we didn't really see what the repercussions of that were. Only the immediate, 5 seconds, the first 5 seconds of the repercussions. Yeah, so for both of those things, the twins and for Plucky and Hamton, both of their subplots, like I said, I figured out what eventually happened, but not the specifics. I didn't know that the whole TwinCon was going to implode or explode or side-plode or whatever it did. The seesaw was, like I said, on the nose, but then again, maybe that was the right choice. But then it continued being on the nose for the entire thing of, the entire sequence of all of the tunes. Suddenly, it was very cliche. All of them realized at the same time that being individuals is okay. Again, it's a cliche, but which is often how things work in the toon world. Alrighty, and then Plucky and Hamton. I thought something a bit more was going to happen. That was weird, actually, because what you'd expect is that Hamton gets, or what I expect is that Hamton would get really tired and overwhelmed of doing all this stuff, or maybe feel some moral panic when Squeakers or Sniffles, I believe his name is, and others are doing things for him. And instead, he just went somewhere else where people didn't know him and got angry. So, I feel like it wasn't enough of a push. I'm sure, he realized after that he didn't want to be like that, but wow. Oh, one more thing, the popcorn accountant. My favorite part, well, there were a lot of favorite parts, but one of my favorite things, moments in season 1 was in General Hospital, where everyone is broken, the Toon DNA is broken, and people need to laugh to fix it. And what happens is Plucky comes with his absolutely ridiculous shoes. And that was something that was actually really funny. All right? And that is such a hard thing to do. To write for, I mean. We're getting a bit meta here for the people writing this. It is hard to say, okay, here's the funniest thing in the world, and then have it actually be basically the funniest thing that could be happening there. And the popcorn accountant at the end, that definitely felt like, we have to come up with something creative and weird, and let's do our best. And it's really hard to do that. But I didn't dislike it, but it felt more shoehorned in than the Plucky's squeaking shoes, which worked wonderfully. Okay, that was Tiny Toons Looniversity Season 2, Episode 4, TwinCon. And yeah, like a lot of these, I'm going to have to keep thinking about it. But, you know what? At the end, I did enjoy it. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or a Dittman Downer or anything. I like being angry at stuff. But, I don't really want to be angry at Toons. I am going to make a concerted, is that the right word? An effort of some sort, of some adjective, to be totally upbeat next time. All right, so episode 5 is coming your way in another couple weeks. We got Taskmaster next week, and then more Tiny Toons Looniversity. I will squeak you later.
Look around, son. That ain't a melon anymore. That's a Jackson Pollock painting.